Okay, welcome to the call. I am excited. We have a huge group on the call tonight, so that just makes me happy. I know it is a very busy time of year, so the fact that I see all your smiling faces, I just want to say thank you so much for just spending a little bit of your Thursday evening during the holiday season with us, and excited for you guys to just hear about um, just healthy living and just to give you one simple change that I think will have such an impact on your life. My name is Elaine Mason, and I have been on this health journey now for right at 20 years. And so as we walk through the presentation, I'll give you a little information on my story. Unfortunately, one thing I just wanted to say, kudos to everybody who is on this call tonight, because what that tells me is that you guys are being proactive about your health. Unfortunately, I'm going to share some sad news with you when we start talking about the statistics of average Americans today. We are unhealthy, very unhealthy. 1 in 4 of us will die of heart disease. 1 in 2 women and 1 in 3 men will develop cancer. 1 in 3 will have diabetes by 2050. That's a scary thought. 1 in 3 children is obese. And our children are more harmed by poor diet than by exposure to drugs, alcohol, and tobacco alone or combined. So that right there is enough to kind of make us all shake in our boots a bit. So what's causing just an enormous amount of sickness and disease? One of the things that I think gets overlooked a good bit, and that's our environmental toxins, and they are increasing quickly. Some examples of those might be pollution, water contaminants, pesticides, chemicals, medication, surprisingly, skincare products, healthcare products, and plastics, enough to really take a toll and wreak havoc on our health. Another thing is our food quality. It's decreasing. 90% of the food eaten in America is processed food. Preservatives, flavor enhancers, emulsifiers, synthetic vitamins, GMO, less nutrients, pesticides, trans fats, artificial colors, growth hormones, and the list goes on. On top of that, 80% of our foods at the grocery store didn't exist 100 years ago, and probably most are not even considered foods. So broccoli, here's just an example. Broccoli's lost 80% of its nutritional value. No wonder we keep seeing the FDA continue to raise the bar on how many fruits and vegetables we need to be consuming. So it's scary. Between those two things, that's enough to make us all want to wake up and pay attention. So, what can we do to be healthier? I think about back 20 years ago when I kind of had a wake-up call, and we decided as a family that we really were going to get on the health bandwagon, and we were going to move the dial when it came to our health. And so back then, the only thing I knew to do was to exercise and to take a vitamin supplement. And so that was all I knew. But I think today, what we are beginning to see is that we're much more educated. The question is, are we actually following through on what we know? So here's some pictures to help us just think through, how are we doing with our exercise? I know the other day I heard someone say, when it comes to exercising, just make sure you exercise more days during the week than you don't exercise. And for whatever reason, that little tip really stuck with me. And so hopefully, as we talk throughout this evening, there'll be some hacks and some tips that you can take home with tonight that will kind of be, as my husband will always say, a burr under your saddle to keep you on the straight and narrow. So we've got exercise, drinking plenty of water. I've got a big glass of water here that one of the things that actually Brenda Proctor, who's on the call, taught me is to put rubber bands on the bottom of your cup so that you move the rubber bands based on how many cups you've drank that day. And that's been another way to really help me stay focused. Sleeping 7 to 8 hours a night. This is something that I'm telling you, when we get those 7 to 8 in, we are a different person. And when we don't, look out for the people who have to be around us the next day. Stress management. That is just something that it just seems like we, as time marches on, have more and more things that stress us. And I really think that's probably one of the things that will take the biggest toll on our health. So really coming up with some ideas to manage that stress and at least not acknowledge when we're starting to feel that tension. We mentioned a little bit about the environmental changes, and hopefully that picture is a snapshot in your brain that, that's something, an area that I need to continue to just to be aware of, and not only for my own personal health and my family's health, but also for just our environment and the planet that we live on. But tonight, what we're really going to hone in on and focus on, and that is eating real food. And like I said, about 20 years ago, my awareness was heightened when it came to eating real food when in 1999, my husband and I had declared that year the year of health, and we were going to get healthy. And we were early in our 30s. And like I said, the only thing I knew to do was to take a vitamin and to exercise. And shortly after, maybe about 3 months into taking this vitamin, we had a scare with my husband, actually. And his iron levels had shot up really high, and we couldn't figure out what caused that. And the only thing we could think of was the fact that we were taking this vitamin supplement. And so we said, let's take you off of it, see how that impacts you. And sure enough, within the matter of just about a month, his iron levels were back down into normal range. And that really had an impact on me, and it sent me studying, okay, if taking a supplement or a vitamin or a mineral supplement isn't the answer to becoming healthier, what is? And as I researched, everything continued to point back to whole food nutrition, real food, fruits and vegetables. And it began to tie fruits and vegetables, and with every additional serving of fruits and vegetables that we get, it reduces our disease across the board. So suddenly I started thinking, okay, how in the world am I going to get more fruits and vegetables into a husband that travels every week and then into a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old? And that was a huge dilemma that really kind of started me down that path to really trying to figure out, what does it mean to be healthy, and how can we improve our health? And so tonight we're going to focus a little bit on fruits and vegetables because, and I love this quote by Dr. Bill Sears, he says 75% of diseases are preventable with good nutrition. So we got a 75% chance of living out our healthy lives. And, it just gets me excited to see each one of you on this call because you're being proactive about your health. All right, so what does fruits and vegetables do for us? And I love this picture because, you hear it said, a picture's worth 1,000 words. So the bad news is this ugly thing called oxidative stress, which is really the pathogenesis to any kind of disease, aging and disease. And so what happens is that somebody, one moment. Okay, I think I got it. Sorry about that. Oxidative stress is what causes the aging and disease process. So what happens is our cells are hit 10,000 times per day because of poor nutrition, medication, smoking, stress, environmental toxins that we just talked about, exercise, and even pregnancy. And, we can't get away from needing oxidation, but it's oxidation that ages us and disease sets in. And I love this picture of an apple because what you see is one side where that oxidation has hit that apple. Now, the other side, what's going on there? Why does it look so good? Well, the bottom line is that that other side has been covered with lemon juice. And lemon juice, lemons are fruits and vegetables, and that's where we get our antioxidants. I just think that is so cool to see such a strong difference. So the good news is we have a way to slow down the aging process and to prevent disease, and that's through antioxidants, which come from our fruits and vegetables. And it's a coating that's protective over our cells against oxidation. So that's why, a vitamin supplement or a mineral supplement is not going to cut it. Even an antioxidant supplement, it has to be whole food, and that's where those protective antioxidants come from. So the news isn't that fruits and vegetables are good for you. The news is that it's so good for you, they actually can save your life. So when your mama told you, eat your fruits and vegetables, she probably had no idea really what she was saying, that those words were life-giving, truly. So we all need 7 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables every day. Now, look at that last bit of that sentence. 16 to 18 servings for athletes. Last night I had a friend stop by the house and she was waiting for her young daughter. I think her daughter's 14. She was waiting for her to finish up her ballet class. She was here till 10 o'clock. You guys, what we are putting on our children when it comes to, from an athletic standpoint, if we're going to put that kind of intensity on them when it comes to practice. Fortunately, her daughter's on Juice Plus, but we've got to make sure they're getting the nutrition that they need. And so why is this nutrition? Why so many? It's like every time you hear, used to be 5 a day, 7 to 13, now for athletes, 16 to 18. Well, number one, our produce is picked too early. And it's in that last week of ripeness that the majority of the nutrients get into that fruit or that vegetable. Then it's transported thousands of miles across the country. 90% of Americans don't eat enough servings. And then lastly, even those of us who do eat servings, we don't get the variety. Maybe we eat 6 or 7 max, not the rainbow of the deep purples, the dark greens, the reds, the yellows, the orange. Do we get that rainbow of color, that spectrum every single day? My guess is, based on my own ability, and this is what I do for a living, I still find it hard to get that in by what just simply I eat. And this picture here hopefully will give you, it's one of my probably aha moments when I saw this picture for the first time. Because what it's doing, a lot of times we've been trained down through the years, just take a multivitamin. But what happens is we're trying to fill the gap of what we're lacking in nutrition. 70% of us are trying to fill it with a multivitamin. But a multivitamin has isolated man-made nutrients. They're not even whole food. They're not real. And what happens is our bodies, if it's not whole food, our bodies think it's a toxin. So what happens? It causes our kidneys, our liver, our bladder, all of that has to work overtime trying to flush out these toxins from multivitamins. And that's if our body can even absorb them. Typically, your body can only absorb a multivitamin or a synthetic type supplement, maybe 5 to 10%. But if you look at this apple, an apple has approximately 10,000 phytonutrients. Now, we can either take maybe 100 at max if in their man-made synthetic isolated nutrients that are megadosed if we get a multivitamin, or we can get 10,000 in an apple, one apple alone, of phytonutrients. And that phyto, just think of it as nutrients that are fighting to make you healthier. And they work together synergistically. You know, if you've ever had a doctor say, well, you need calcium, they're going to say, and you need vitamin D3, and you need phosphorus. Why is that? Because it's all of them working together synergistically. That's where the power comes in, not taking a few and mega dosing like in a vitamin supplement, but just little bits of all of them. This picture here on the right shows 400 of the 10,000 phytonutrients in that apple. Also, research shows that vitamins may be doing more harm than good. And I experienced that with my husband by taking that vitamin supplement that we started on about 20 years ago. And then research shows that whole foods protect our bodies. And I love that thought. So one simple change we talked about tonight, we were going to talk about one simple change. I don't know about you, but life seems to get busier and busier. And I think that's probably the case for most of us. And so to have one simple change to give me peace of mind, 20 years ago when I heard about Juice Plus and we were trying our best to juice. Now, we weren't very good at it. Maybe we juiced once a week and maybe got in 5 or 6 fruits and vegetables. And then it was like a nightmare trying to get my 1-year-old and a 3-year-old to drink that green juice. And when I heard about Juice Plus, I thought, unbelievable. This is what we're trying to do, but we're not being successful at it. So the one simple change that the Mason family made 20 years ago was to add Juice Plus to their diet on a daily basis. So Juice Plus is a way to add over 30 raw fruits, vegetables, and berries to your diet. It's whole food, harvested at the peak of ripeness. Now, the farmers that Juice Plus contracts with knows that this is not just going to be tested when it's picked, when it's juiced, when it's encapsulated, but it's going to be tested after the customers, the Juice Plus customers, have consumed it. And so that's why they know allowing those fruits and vegetables to be picked at the peak of ripeness makes all the difference in the world. The produce includes the peels, the leaves, the seeds, and they're juiced and dried into powders. You know, I was reading the other day that was talking about the oranges, like 70% of the vitamin C in the orange comes from the peel. I don't know about you, but I don't typically eat the peel, the leaves, or the seeds. And so that's the beautiful thing of the way that Juice Plus is made. The plant powders are put into capsule or gummy or chewable form. And then the Omega blend is bypasses the fish and goes straight to the algae itself. So you don't have to worry about toxins. And it's also much more favorable to our environment. So imagine getting all those fruits and vegetables in your body every single day. Talk about a powerhouse of nutrition and a way to cover your body with a protective antioxidants, vitamins, minerals, phytonutrients, enzymes. I mean, the list goes on and on. So Juice Plus is unique. Number one, it is a food, not a vitamin. Even on the back, it shows it has a food label. No additives, non-GMO, vegan, kosher, dairy-free, and gluten-free. You cannot get a cleaner product. It is so clean that it carries the NSF third-party certification. And what that says is there are no contaminants, pesticides, no banned substance, and everything that's in there says it's in there is in there. It's safe for all ages. When you see that a pregnant or a nursing woman can take Juice Plus, that's a good sign you're getting a great product. It's the most researched nutraceutical product in the world. And you can ask Suri and she can validate that for you with over 38 peer-reviewed published clinical studies with many more in the works and on its way. 20 years of gold standard research at leading universities. So take a look at all of those. Impressive all around the world. And here's what a composite of all those different universities and hospitals have come back to. One is the research is randomized, it's double blind, placebo controlled. tested on the product itself. Many times you see things that say it's research. When you really go looking at it, what you find out, the actual product has not been researched. It's done on human clinical trials, which is another thing that's very rare. It's published in peer-reviewed journals, and you can't buy your way in a published journal. And then lastly, it's done in an ethical way. And so you're not going, most pharmaceuticals, maybe 2 studies on a particular pharmaceutical, and it's out to market. Nothing touches Juice Plus in the way of research. And here are some of the results that our research bears out. It's bioavailable, contributes to cardiovascular wellness, supports the immune health, helps protect our DNA, reduces oxidative stress, supports healthy skin, healthy gums, healthy inflammatory response, supports the quality of life in cancer survivors. It supports our lung health in smokers. And I absolutely love what Dr. Richard DuBois says. He says, there's nothing else available any place in the world with or without a prescription that has been clinically proven to do what Juice Plus has been proven to do. Powerful statement to back up. And Dr. Richard DuBois is truly just an amazing doctor. He's known as in the best doctors for who other doctors would go to if they had a infectious disease. And so to have a statement like that from him is remarkable. Now here's something that to me I absolutely love is that what do they say? You put your money's where you put your money where your mouth is, or something like that. In the fact that not only do we care as a community of Juice Plus people, not only do we care about getting Juice Plus into people's bodies because we know that is a simple solution, we really care from a longevity standpoint about the future of our next generations and generations to come. And what we're doing is trying to find a community of people to lock arms with and to get this message out. And what I love about the Juice Plus company is they provide for every child between the ages of 4 all the way through college, with accompanying adult on Juice Plus, a child can get Juice Plus for free. And when you take a look at the research of the impact that Juice Plus is having on our next generation, that is huge, because what not only are we just providing incredible nutrition, but we're also providing for them information to really help them as they grow older, the impact that it'll have on their health journey. And so I love the fact that if you've got young children, I'm going to encourage you, jump on Juice Plus and take advantage of our Healthy Starts for Family program and get your children's Juice Plus for free. So one of the best things is Juice Plus is affordable. I know how much it costs to get about 7 or 8 fruits and vegetables in your body every day because I used to juice. And I'm here to tell you, this is the deal. For Juice Plus Trio, which is what we call our flagship product, the fruit, the vegetable, and the berry blend, it's $238 a day or $71.25 a month. You also get the kids for free on top of that by buying the capsules for the adult, or an adult can also take the chewables. We have a plant protein powder that I believe pretty much every day over the last 20 years, I've started my morning with that breakfast, and I can't stand to miss not having an incredible breakfast. And then also our Omega Blend, $1.10 a day. So if you compare that, as much as I love a Starbucks coffee, I'm telling you what, the nutrition that we get in Juice Plus is far less than what it would cost. The cost would be far less than what we'd pay for a Starbucks coffee, and we think nothing of that. So, what I always love to think of, that I'm glad someone exposed me to this information 20 years ago, because I would rather spend my healthcare dollars a little bit throughout the years versus waiting. I saw a statistic that 90% of our healthcare dollars are spent in the last 3 months of our life. What if we took those healthcare dollars and we spread it throughout our life and lived a healthier, stronger, disease-free, pain-free life? That's the goal. And that's why we want to be proactive versus reactive with our health. So right now, I just want to say I am so excited to have a dear friend of mine, Erin Lemmy, on the call tonight. I've just dumped a ton of information on you, and I hope that you will glean a few things, but I'm here to tell you, when you hear somebody's story, you won't forget Erin's story. And that's why I always love for someone just to share their health journey, because you won't forget that. And so what we're going to do here is we're going to take a few minutes and just Erin's going to share her story. We're going to take a short little break. And then for those of you on the call who, two things I'm going to challenge you. One is I'm going to challenge you to join us on this health journey. And we want to see everybody incorporate Juice Plus into your daily routine. It is a simple solution to a big challenge that we have in America today. So at a minimum, give yourself a gift this holiday season and get started on Juice Plus and your family. And then after Erin speaks, we're also looking for people who want to lock arms with us and be a part of this journey of really inspiring healthy living and giving hope based on science. Juice Plus isn't, we hope that it does something good. We know what it does in our body. So if you're just slightly interested about what that would look like and want to learn more about the company behind this amazing whole food concentrate, we ask that you just stay on the call another 15, 20 minutes, and we'll give you a little glimpse of what this whole Juice Plus community looks like. So, Erin, will you take it away? I can't wait to hear your story.
I sure will. Thanks so much. It's so good to be with you guys tonight. I appreciate it. I don't know if you have ever felt sick and tired of being sick and tired, but that was us. And I don't know if you felt sick and tired of being sick and tired and broke all at the same time, but that was really the picture of us 11 years ago. I had just stopped teaching. I had just started massage school and a doula business, and just had my two girls. And my husband is an amazing musician and was teaching and giving lessons. But during the weekends, we were traveling all over the country. And he'd come home, and man, he was sicker than a dog. And you know that it was like because of a lot of the decisions that he was making, right? Like McDonald's at 2 a.m. and 12 Bavarian cream donuts, because it's a dare with all the band. And but he was so sick, and his hands were hurting. He was having a hard time gripping his sticks, and we were in crisis. And those mornings when you're like feeling the weight of it all, like I have bills and I have babies to feed, and I'm not really sure how this is going to happen. And I remember several times a month, I'd just kind of roll over and be like, babe, can you make it to work today? And he'd say, I just really can't. He was just in so much pain, or had upper respiratory or flu, and, just all the junk. And we were in dire straits. Well, here comes my friend Brenda Proctor. And as I look on this call, my story is just little peanuts compared to some of these stories. So I'm going to just share a couple as we go, just real quick. But my friend Brenda was on 13 meds, had cancer, fibromyalgia, and arthritis in her spine. And she just decided to double up on Juice Plus. She threw away all of her 50 supplements that she was taking. And in the first year, she was off all her 13 meds. The second year, she was cancer-free. And the third year, she was fibromyalgia-free. Now, come on. That's huge, right? And so I'm thinking just us, like, we just got to go to work. We're so sick we can't go to work. Do you think that this might help us? And so by faith, we started on Juice Plus. And I have to tell you, we did not have another bill that was the cost of Juice Plus. This was a huge leap of faith for us, cost-wise. And don't you know, Lauren just started going to work and stopped getting sick. And his hands started feeling so much better. And we looked back on that year, 11 years ago, and he missed 1 day of work from being sick versus about 30 the previous year. And you guys, like, we made money taking Juice Plus because it kept us in work as self-employed people. And it was just so awesome. And so so the other thing that happened real quick was my kids, when we had started taking it, my kids got runny nose. And you know how, like, runny nose in diapers, and you have babies and you're just thinking, oh my gosh, life is so hard right now. And I thought, well, maybe I didn't even know what this Juice Plus stuff was. So I took a little powder and I opened up the capsules and I put it in their applesauce and started feeding it to them. And I got a phone call, and when you're a mom of a 1 and 2 year old, you can't take a call while you're with them. And so I ran to the other side of the house, and I came back, and they had emptied 20 capsules into their applesauce, and I was freaking out. And so I called Elaine, actually, and I was like, what do I do? Because all I knew was vitamins. I didn't really understand what Juice Plus was at the time. Sometimes you'll just take stuff, but you don't know what the heck you're taking. So I call her, I'm like, Elaine, do I need to take my kids to the hospital? And she goes, no, honey, this is just, all that beta carotene, it just changes into what your body needs. Actually, your body, and she had that great, Southern accent, your body needs different things on different days. And the food and your body have this intelligence to give it exactly what it needs every single day. Isn't that awesome? And so I was so relieved. And she said, now they might have runny diapers, so just watch out. And you guys, don't you know, they didn't have runny diapers, but they didn't have runny noses either. And I just loaded up my kids with a bunch of fruits and veggies, and it really, really worked. So I've just been so grateful. And as a massage therapist, this has kept me in work. I've gone a couple of times without the berry blend, and my arms and hands hurt bad enough. I've had to cancel some clients. And sure enough, as soon as I get back on that nutrition, it's been amazing. So it's just been so fun. But a couple years into taking Juice Plus, my friend Brenda just said, hey, wouldn't you join me on this mission? And I have to tell you, in the beginning, I was scared. I was so scared. I already was a bad business person, owning a couple of my small businesses and just not doing very well at it. And this has been one of the greatest personal development and transformations for me. And I have just delighted in the community, the people that I get to lock arms with. This now pays for most of our expenses, which is just unbelievable. And I never had that goal before, but it's helped me to dream and to help other people dream and live, and we do life together. So all I have to say is, if you are looking for that, if you're needing a community, or if you're needing a reason to live a little bit deeper and a little bit more passionately, we'd love for you to join us. And so also, as we just close here with this product part, just think through, what have you eaten today? Lots of days I'd go and I'd be at the end of the day and I'd go, oh my gosh, I ate a banana. That was the only living thing I'd eaten. And I don't know about you, but I know that my life is busy. And so I'm so grateful for Juice Plus. I'm so grateful that as a mom, I get to feed my kids 30 fruits, veggies, and berries every single day. And they take the omegas too, and they take the shakes. So they get a load of stuff in. But right now I'm dealing with a picky 13-year-old that has braces and has a hard time getting stuff in. And I'm so thankful that I have Juice Plus, you guys, because otherwise it's hard she won't eat a salad right now. Her teeth are hurting, And it's just like, makes me feel so good as a mama. That I get to do the best that I can do. And I just always say, I feel like this is the smartest thing that I know to do, to feed our body the way God intended for our body to feed us, to be fed. It's just that we have a really hard time doing it. Either we can't afford it. There's not fresh food going around all the time, unless we're doing a tower garden, which we can talk about later if you're interested in growing in your own home. And it's just hard to get produce that's been vine ripened. So anyway, please talk to the person that invited you. And we're so excited. We're so excited to lock arms with you in this journey. And that's what you get when you join Juice Plus. When you're a customer, or if you join our mission, we'll lock arms with you and we'll walk with you. And it's a great thing. So thanks, Elaine. Will you take it away?
I sure will. Thank you, Erin. I was just, who wouldn't want to just partner with you on this community? I just love the people I get to associate with. So, anyway, we'll go ahead. Anybody who would like to leave, we'll kind of end this portion of talking about the product, but we welcome anybody who would like to stay with us to learn a little bit about the mission that we are on. So anyway, I will keep going. Just to tell you a little bit about our mission of inspiring healthy living around the world. Juice Plus, for almost 50 years now, since 1970, Jay Martin, who is the president and founder of the Juice Plus company, he created our mission statement, which says to inspire healthy living around the world, to build a stable and lasting company that helps as many people as possible realize their dreams. And I have been one of those fortunate people who was able to realize my dreams through this amazing company. My background is I'm a certified financial planner, and I did that for 10 years, and I loved it. But I had two small little baby girls that I didn't want to miss a day of their life. And so I chose to quit my job, and we lost immediately 50% of our income. And I, at that point, started praying, just asking God to bring me a business that I could do at home, that wouldn't take time away from my family, that would produce a nice income stream for us, and something that I could be passionate about, that would outlive me. And did God answer my prayer? I mean, sometimes it still blows me away, this gift of this business that he brought into our lives. And so, I forever, I will be grateful for Jay Martin and having the vision for what this company could be and do. So our mission is unique. You've heard about Juice Plus, that it carries a food label. It's the most researched supplement, or well, actually we call it a concentrate, a whole food concentrate in the world. Our kids eat for free. But this Juice Plus company was founded in 1970. Today we're in 24 companies. It's a $16 billion in sales, and in the wellness industry, which it just continues to pick up strength, because we know how bad we need to focus on our health in America and beyond. So the Juice Plus business, it costs $50 to be a Juice Plus rep. You can work it from anywhere, which was exactly what I was looking for. It has a small product line, fruits and vegetables. Let's face it, pretty much have everything we need. And so it's not this 200 or 300 different products you're trying to learn. It's consumable products. And when I did financial planning, this was the thing I absolutely loved, was the fact that I took a look at my financial planning clients, most of whom had small, closely held businesses. And when I looked, what I figured out, they'd all figured out how to create residual income. So I knew that I'd worked for 10 years prior as a financial planner, and I was trading X amount of time for X amount of money. And I knew the only way I really could substantially impact my income was if I worked more. And I was at a stage in my life that I wanted to go in the opposite direction. I was a tax accountant, and for a first quarter of the year, it was nothing to work 70, 80 hours a week. And so I knew I didn't want that. I wanted to figure out how to produce residual income. And when I took a look, one, I fell in love with the Juice Plus product. But then when I took a look at the business and saw the residual income it produced, I knew this is something that I wanted to do. I started out at about 20 hours a week that I invested in this business. And I'm here to tell you, I make about 4 times what I made as a financial planner, and I'm still working about 20 or 25 hours a week. I do it, though, consistently. There's no inventory. There's low overhead. You're provided with business websites and all the support you could ever want. I mean, you're going to lock arms with a community of people that want to see you succeed. Your positions are always permanent once you reach them. There's no glass ceiling. which me coming from the corporate world, that was music to my ears. And then an unbelievable benefits package once you hit the national marketing director level, which includes medical insurance, dental insurance, vision insurance, life insurance, disability, chiropractic care, family tuition. I've got one daughter who graduated from college a year ago and another one that's going to graduate this May. And I'm telling you, I've loved every time those checks came in the mail for my kids' tuition. So huge bonus there. Monthly expense allowance and holiday bonuses. Now, to me, this is one of the things that I truly feel like makes Juice Plus unique. It is 4 business concepts in one. And what I think it does is pulls the absolute best from all the different concepts that are out there. First and foremost is franchising. We have a brand name that is known and respected around the world. And we're entering 2020 with a huge focus on that brand name awareness just exploding. And I am so excited for what's to come. So franchising is huge in that people know, usually when I say, have you heard about Juice Plus? Most of the time I'll get back, I think I have. And so then it's just a matter of finishing off the conversation basically with someone. Network marketing. You know what? This is one of the things that for me as a financial planner, I knew this element and this portion of the business concepts was where that residual income would come from. And I am so appreciative. I have customers that have been customers for 15 or 20 years now, and that residual income is where wealth is built. Direct sales, and e-commerce, that's where we're going today. We are busy. There's a reason Amazon is number one, and that's because we are busy people, and we need things quick and easy, and Juice Plus, having that direct sales, that e-commerce portion to it makes it so much simpler for us to do business. And then lastly, that beautiful benefits package comes from our traditional corporate America. And the fact that that is offered really is unique. And so the 4 of those business concepts in one just makes Juice Plus such an amazing company. I love the fact that our company is a company that gives back. Every year we see huge checks being given back to St. Jude's Hospital, Boys and Girls Clubs, Volunteers of America. And, it just represents the people who are part of this community. And in all ways that we can want to have a positive impact on everyone we come in contact with. So what I want to do is just say, you know what? We are looking for people who will join us on this journey of just touching people's lives and changing lives. And it's pretty simple. There's not, I just remember when I was taking a look at this business, I will forever be grateful to Judy Blue for sharing Juice Plus with me. And she looked at me and she said, Elaine, she said, you're telling all your friends about Juice Plus. And I probably had referred 5 or 6 people to her. She said, you know what? You know how to share something you're passionate about. So you're already doing it. The other thing now is you just begin to educate other people about this mission. And that's what this business consists of, is us telling our story. And fortunately, Juice Plus Juice Plus Corporate takes care of the rest for us. And so the amount of your Juice Plus earnings literally is a direct reflection of the number of lives you're changing. And I always say, I can't wait to get to heaven to find out truly how many people, some way or another, I've connected with and Juice Plus has had an impact on their life. And that just gets me excited, just that whole thought. So we invite you to join us on Inspiring Healthy Living Around the World. Maybe you're looking for a way to make a difference. Maybe you're just looking for a way to make the car payment. Or maybe you're looking for a way to create time. Time is just a commodity. That once it's gone, it's gone. And the fact that I had 20 years and got to see my 1-year-old and 3-year-old grow up. They're 21 and 23 today. And I didn't miss 20 years of their life. I was there every day in, day out. That was a huge gift to me and something I truly wanted. And then the financial options. One of the things that our family holds most dear to us is every year someone in our family over the last 9 years has traveled to a remote village in Adachar, Uganda. And we partner with the village there, and there's over 500 orphans there. And each year, what we've had the opportunity to do is to work closely with this village, help them build an economy, make sure those 500 orphans are fed, make sure their gardens are planted, that they're getting cows and livestock, and schools are built, churches are built. You guys, I can't even describe the joy that ability to be able to travel that distance as a family has meant to us. And that is one of the gifts that this business has given our family. And so, not sure where you are and what your dreams are, but I'm here to tell you this business truly does provide us an opportunity to realize our dreams, and we'd invite you to join us. So get back with the person who invited you on the call tonight and have a conversation and dig a little further, because we'd love for you to join us in this community of inspiring healthy living people. Thanks for taking out so much of your time this evening and spending it with us. Have a great holiday season. Merry Christmas. Happy, healthy New Year. Thanks, you guys.